Yeah, good morning everyone and welcome to Retailing Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Onjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, in Unit 3, Unit 2, okay, yeah, so we learned about retail market strategy. So, and there were three elements of retail market strategy. So one was retail for target market, second was retail format and its retail mix elements, and third was sustainable competitive advantage. So in the retail format, so why there are so many types of retail formats? Because each type of retail format has a separate target market and a separate retail mix. So we are learning now the elements of retail mix. So in Unit 3, chapter number 7, we have made a beginning to learn the first element of retail mix, which is location. And in chapter number 7, so there are two chapters for this location strategy. Chapter number 7, where we learnt about the options, retail or location options available for a retailer to open a store. So location, within a location, so we had three options: shopping centers, inner city locations, and freestanding locations. So these are the locations. Yeah, so inner city location, when I say it is a residential area, say for example Dharwad, it might be Srinagar, Saptapur, etc. And a shopping center, yeah, in Dharwad recently there is one shopping center which has come up, but it has not yet started in the market area. But in Hubballi you can consider like Urban Oasis Mall or U Mall. Then third location is the freestanding location, slightly away from the city, so maybe 2 km, 5 km away from the city. So whatever is the location, so especially in case of inner city locations and freestanding locations, a retailer will require a specific site, what I used to call in layman's language plot. So the retailer will require a specific site. So in chapter number 7, what we learnt was the types of retail locations available for a retail chain. And in chapter number 8, what we are going to learn basically is more about the retail site, the specific site located in either in a freestanding location or in a inner city location. So with that, so let me share the PowerPoint slides of chapter number 8. So students, can you see the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I repeat again, in chapter number 7 we learnt about the basic types of retail locations and the strategy with respect to retail locations. What type of retail format is suitable for? So which type of location is suitable for what type of a retail format, in general. So in chapter number 8 we are going to learn more about the retail site and the area around it. So we are going to learn more about the retail site and the area around the site. So evaluating specific factors for locations. So yeah, definitely the site will be a place where the store will be started. But for that site or for that store, from where the customers will come? Customers will come from the surrounding areas. So that surrounding area in retailing term is referred to as a catchment area. Okay. So when a company considers alternative sites or plots in the decided locations, it may be inner city location or a freestanding location, and then the company, okay, evaluates the area around the site. Okay, the company evaluates the area around the site, because to that store, okay, most of the customers will come from the surrounding area. So it is very important for a retailer to evaluate the surrounding area around the site or plot. So there are 4 factors that are considered in evaluating the specific areas for locations. The first one is strategic fit with target market. So whether the target customers reside in the surrounding location or not. Because as I mentioned earlier also, 80% of the business for a retail store comes from its catchment area. Okay, or 80% of the business of a retail store comes from its surrounding area. Okay, so surrounding areas, okay, many a times like companies consider 2 kilometer radius, 3 kilometer radius. So this way they define their catchment area. So what they try to identify is whether the target customers reside in that area around the specific site or not. Then economic conditions, what type of people live in the surrounding area of the site, what is their income, demographics, okay, so they try to find out. Then cost of operating stores, definitely the sites in the same city, the sites in different locations will cost different. Okay, so what is the cost of the site and the operating costs, okay, in that particular site, and alternative sites also the companies try to find out. And then what is the competition in that area, how many competitor stores are nearby, okay, or within the catchment area of the site. So these 4 factors we are going to consider now in detail. So I repeat, these are the factors considered in evaluating the specific areas. When I say specific areas, the area surrounding the site, okay, where the store will be opened. Okay, so the first one is economic conditions. Okay, so whether what is the, okay, what type of customers live in, like whether poor people or middle class people, rich class. So this is what exactly the company wants to identify or tries to identify. Okay, under this criteria, economic conditions, the growth of population and employment. Okay, so what is the population of the area surrounding the site, okay, and what has been the growth in the population in the surrounding area. See, this information is possible in developed nations. This information is very easily available, okay, from the government, okay, data bank. In India also it is available, but not that accurately and not every time. Like there are wards, if you know, okay, all of you are eligible for voting, so you should know that there are, the areas are divided into wards, ward number 1, ward number 2, ward number 3, like that. And once in 10 years population census is conducted. Population census means, okay, so where each and every house is surveyed, okay, for number of people, their gender, age, income and other factors. So this data will be actually available according to ward wise. Since the data is collected of each household ward wise, hence the data is also available ward wise. Okay, so around the site, okay, so around the site for the store, how many wards will fall in the catchment area. So about those wards, this data is available or can be collected, but in countries like India it is not that easy. Okay, so the growth of population the retail firm can find out by this way, as well as the employment rate, as well as type of employment, etc. Then how long the growth will continue and how it will affect demand for merchandise sold in its stores. See, this is a matter of worry in most of the developed nations where the population is very low. Okay, so for example, if we consider the population of Australia, okay, approximately around 2.5 crores. Okay, and there is a joke, India gives birth every year, India gives birth to one new Australia. The approximate number of babies, okay, born in India each year is 2.5 crore. Okay, so try to understand the context. So how long the growth will continue, what it means. Okay, so those developed nations where the population is very little, so even in the residential areas the population will be limited, and many a times even I read in one of the marketing research books, okay, that there was a swimming pool which was constructed in the neighborhood area for the people of that area, and after some 10 or 15 years there were no customers for the swimming pool. So when they conducted a survey or gathered data, what they found was, so those children who used to come to the swimming pool have grown up and left for the bigger towns for their higher education, and very few students or very few children were left out who could visit the swimming pool. See, in this context it is mentioned. Okay, but in our country no worries, population will keep growing, so this is not a matter of concern. How long the growth will continue? It is forever. And how will it affect demand for merchandise sold in its stores? The demand definitely will keep rising continuously because our population in our country keeps on increasing, and along with that one good thing is also that disposable income is also increasing. Okay, not to forget. So in India this is not a matter of worry, it's always a good sign. Then which areas growing quickly and why? Yeah, this can be considered that some areas in your city, so wherever you also live, so generally we call them extension areas. Okay, we call them extension areas where new homes are quickly coming up, the price of the site is increasing, rich people are getting concentrated. Okay, so in Dharwad also there is one area called Lake City. Okay, so if you go to that place, so it looks entirely different from Dharwad. Okay, so most of the houses or almost all the houses are independent, okay, with a compound, and most of all the houses, almost I'll say 90% rich people stay in that area. Okay, so that is an opportunity, that is a potential area for a supermarket to open its store. So this way, so these economic conditions surrounding the site are evaluated. So here is a map. Okay, so this way also data is available. So this is a relative per capita income. Okay, relative per capita income. So dark blue is the lowest income states. So you can make out Jammu and Kashmir and some other states are here. Okay, then states are mentioned here. In fact, lowest income states, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, etc. Then middle higher income states. Okay, so light blue, very light blue it is. So these are the middle higher income states, and sky blue, okay, is lower middle income states. So this way a retailer may develop a map for alternative sites. Okay, see, the retail chain will not consider only one site, they will consider 3 to 4 alternate sites, and they conduct such an evaluation for, okay, for the area surrounding each site, and they may map the economic conditions something like this as shown in the figure. Okay, then they decide which site is more potential, not only in present but also in future. These both the factors are also considered. Then competition. Okay, so once a company considers the alternate sites, let's say 3 to 4 sites they consider in an inner city location, so what they try to find out is around that site or within the catchment area, how many competitors are there, direct as well as indirect competitors. Okay, so since, okay, in urban areas, okay, so it is already cluttered and there is a lot of competition, and basically many a times there is no specific sites, sufficient space is not available, so some retailers are going urban. So the meaning of urban in this context is the region surrounding a city. Okay, so I repeat, Okay, the region surrounding a city. For example, previous class I showed you a video. NCR, National Capital Region, is nothing but urban or the region surrounding a city. Okay, so some retailers are going urban, means they are locating their stores, okay, in the region or area surrounding the city. But okay, it is not possible in small towns like Dharwad and Belagavi. It is possible in metros like Chennai, Kolkata, okay, Bombay, Mumbai and Delhi. So that the great place, okay, the great palace shopping center is located in the urban or in the region surrounding the city of Delhi, which is called as NCR, National Capital Region. Okay, so some markets are cluttered, okay, are facing so much of competition that there is no retail space available for new retailers, due to which, okay, some retailers are moving urban. So one of the reason is a lack of competition, okay, in the region surrounding a city. Okay, so if a retailer opens a store in the region or area surrounding the city, okay, there will be no competitors. But that region surrounding the city should be potential. It should have sufficient population growth, economic condition should be good. Okay, considering all these factors, the Great India Palace shopping center is opened in Delhi NCR, National Capital Region. Then high level of disposable income. Okay, so customers with a high level of disposable income are found in the region or area surrounding a city, and as well as a large untapped labor force. Okay, so in Delhi NCR there is a large untapped labor force available who are willing to come and work in the retail stores and retail operations. Okay, so provided these all conditions are fulfilled, okay, so some retailers prefer to go urban, means start their store in the area surrounding a city. But as I mentioned, it is possible only in metros where the population is very high. It is not possible in small towns. Then strategic fit. Okay, so where the company wants to open its retail store in the catchment area surrounding the site, whether the target customers reside or can it be easily reachable by the target customers, that is evaluated, and that is nothing but strategic fit. So I repeat, so whether the site in which the company is planning to open a new retail store, okay, so surrounding that site in the catchment area, whether the target customers reside, or can the target customers easily reach out to that store. If yes, there is a strategic fit. So if the company doesn't evaluate this factor, and if they open a store somewhere, okay, so it will not get its, like if the target customers are not residing in that area, or if the store cannot be reached by target customers easily, so in that case the store will not be profitable. It will be eventually closed down, because retail store gets 80% of its business from the surrounding area, and if you open your store in the wrong location or in the wrong site, it will not attract the customers. So in the strategic fit, retailer considers the demographic, means age, gender and economic conditions, lifestyle profile, size and composition of households in an area. That area is nothing but the area surrounding the site or catchment area. Okay, so one good example of that is the first supermarket in Dharwad was a More supermarket in Saptapur. Okay, and as of now also I think there are 4 or 6 more supermarkets are there in Dharwad, 4 to 6. Among them, this is the best performing, okay, store in Dharwad, that is located in Saptapur, Dharwad, which is on Haliyal Road. Okay, so the target customer of supermarkets in India, and for that matter more also, is the middle income households. Household means a family. Okay, household means family. So the target customers of More supermarket are middle income households or middle class people. Okay, and the site is located in an area called Saptapur on Haliyad Road. Okay, so we can say that there is a strategic fit between the target market and the more supermarket. Okay, that is the reason why this more supermarket on Saptapur, okay, is doing extremely well. Every day evening you visit the store, you have to stand in queue. Okay, there is no alternate. Okay, so any of you also, if you are planning to open a retail store in future, okay, any type of retail store, please consider this, okay, factor. Okay, target market. Okay, so even customer, there will be floating customers. Customer means like near bus stand, for example. Okay, there are no houses, residential areas near bus stand, but customers continuously keep coming and going in that area, so that is also okay. But what type of merchandise you can sell, that you have to determine based on the type of customers who walk into that area. Okay, so this is the retail site location of More supermarket at Dharwad, the one which I am talking about. Okay, Saptapur More store, Saptapur supermarket of More. So if you can follow the cursor which I am moving, okay, so this is the area. This road is called Haliyad Road. It starts from Kala Bhavan or Jubilee Circle, or you can consider old bus stand in Dharwad, and moves through Jubilee Circle, okay, KCD College, okay, circle, and then it comes to an area called Saptapur. Okay, there is a junction, and the landmark of this area is Saptapur Bhavi. Okay, there is a well which is dried up now, but still it is very popular as landmark. So near exactly opposite, this is Saptapur Bhavi, and opposite to this on the other side of the road is More supermarket, and this is all residential. This is not residential area, but yeah, this entire part is a residential area. This entire part is a residential area called Jayanagar. Okay, Saptapur, sorry, this is Saptapur, this is Jayanagar, this is Bharati Nagar, Narayanpur. Okay, and this road goes on, and on the right side as well as on the left hand side of Haliyad Road, all are residential areas. Some areas I can name like okay, so after Saptapur, Jayanagar, then CB Nagar, then Shri Nagar, Nehru Nagar, Radhakrishna Nagar, okay, and so on. Okay, so a perfect location for a supermarket, surrounded by its target market. Target market are middle income households or middle class families. Okay, definitely. Then operating costs. So, a very simple example of this is, say if you want to buy a small piece of land in market area, the most busy market area, and you want to buy a site in, okay, slightly away from city. So which one will be expensive? Definitely the site in the market area. Okay, it is a commercial area. Even for a small store, okay, rent or if you want to buy the site, it will be very expensive. So that is what you can understand. Okay, the operating costs, the cost of owning a site and maintaining a store in different sites in different areas is different. It varies. Okay, like the prices of the sites vary within a city, they vary by area. I hope this common sense you have. So operating costs vary across areas within a city. That is the reason why I told a company considers alternate sites and evaluates alternate sites based on these all factors what we are discussing now. So operating costs are affected by proximity of area considered versus other areas where retailer operates. Okay, so if a company already has about 4 stores in a city, okay, and they want to open a 5th store, okay, if they want to open a 5th store, see generally what is the strategy of organized retailers in India? Again, it is not very clear, but in developed nations, Walmart stores, if you consider, most of the Walmart discount stores are located close to each other within a same area. Okay, so within a same area, so where population is concentrated or customers concentrate or a large number of customers walk in. So how it reduces operating costs? Say for example, if one truck leaves from Walmart distribution center, okay, in a very shorter distance, it can go on delivering to all the stores, okay, of Walmart discount store, because they are closely located to each other. But if these stores are located far away from each other, the transportation cost increases. This is one example of how operating cost can increase. Then local and state legal environment also has an effect. Okay, so simply a company cannot go over and buy a site and start its store. Okay, so it is not that way in India especially. Okay, so where foreign direct investment in multi-brand retailing has a lot of restrictions. Okay, so which I mentioned, it's not only that you can come enter the market with 51% FDI with a joint venture with Indian firm, but where in the states where you want to start your stores, state government's permission is also required, local body permission is required. Okay, and some state governments have a condition that on the market day, okay, where the villagers come and sell fruits and vegetables, okay, that day the supermarket should not sell fruits and vegetables. So there are lot of restrictions. Okay, so even as well as on the site. Okay, one simple example which we all can understand that, okay, local and state legal environment. Say if a company wants to open a liquor store, a retail store, but it is a liquor store, so can it open exactly in front of school? No. Okay, there is a law that a liquor store, okay, should not be opened within certain, okay, meters area of any school or college. Okay, so I don't remember exactly whether it is 100 meter or more than that. So exactly in front of a school, okay, Indian law does not permit to open a retail store of a liquor. Okay, so this way all these factors need to be considered. Okay, so what all we learned? Economic conditions prevailing in the area surrounding the site, and remember the store does not consider only one site, they consider alternate sites and evaluate these alternate sites based on these criteria like economic conditions, competition in the area, strategic fit with the target market, and the operating costs, okay, in each of the alternative sites. And after the evaluation, wherever it is the most, okay, the potential is highest, operating costs are lowest, competition is lowest, in such a place, okay, the company decides to open the store in the specific site. Okay, so before I move on to this part, number of stores in an area, so I would like to pause here and go for any questions. Excuse me. Okay, so any questions, students? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so any news to Sharon? You had some news in the last class. Sharon or Ashutosh? Who was it?
Sir, I forgot that, sir. It was about re-
Okay, no problem. In the next class, we can discuss.
yes.
Sir, I have an
Yes, please.
News. Ashutosh.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, it's regarding FMCG market.
Okay.
So, like brands bringing the premium down to keep the demand ticking in the peak festive season.
Brands bringing,
Sir, the premium price to the lower, cheaper rate, sir,
so
due
prices
to
are
this
being,
festive season.
yeah, 1 minute. Ashutosh, speak slightly louder and slowly, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, like Ferrero Rocher, the chocolate is there.
Yeah, you continue.
Sir, just 1 minute. So, can you hear properly?
Yes, I can hear you properly. You speak little bit louder and clear.
Yes, sir. Sir, this Ferrero Rocher recently launched a sub brand which is named as Ferrero Rocher Moments,
Okay,
which price at half the existing brand.
okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, so
Th-
students,
This is because
yeah, yeah,
this is
tell me.
because the premium like brands bringing the premium down to keep the demand ticking in this peak festive season, sir.
Okay, so to keep the demand high during the festive season. Is it right, Ashutosh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so would you like to, what would like to know? Like, you would like to ask any question to Ashutosh, or Ashutosh, would you like to analyze it?
So
So,
they just want to grow more into this market, as
okay,
Ferrero Rocher is a very costly chocolate.
yes,
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Sir, as you told that Ferrero Rocher has launched its own new sub-brand.
juice brand,
Sir, no, its own sub-brand.
sub brand,
I didn't get the name. Ashutosh, what was the name?
moments.
Ferrero Rocher Moments.
Moments. Okay. So, what is the main benefit of this?
It's because as the price Ferrero Rocher price is costly. Because of this Ferrero Rocher Moments, like they have reduced the cost at the
Okay,
cheaper
only
rates.
reduce the cost or even reduce the quality, quantity, and all.
Not sure about quality.
Sir,
Might be,
because
might be, might be some
sir,
change.
because Ferrero Rocher one box costs around 360, the smaller box. So if the make it half, then it will come around 175 or 180, sir, max to max, with three balls of chocolates.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
So, but what is the use, no, sir? However, they are selling the half, or 75% in the rate of 50% only, sir. Like in the box of that 380, 400 rupees, they will be giving us around six box of six balls of chocolate, sir. But in
okay,
that half price 180, it is around five balls, sir. So it's
okay,
almost four
okay.
balls, sir.
See,
Sir,
Sharan, and
yes,
yeah, Ashutosh, you can speak.
yes, sir. There might be changes into this quantity and quality also, sir.
No. See, we don't use the word like changes in quality and quantity. Okay.
Yes,
See,
sir.
consider Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate and Perk. Can you say called Cadbury is the reduced quality and quantity? It is the wrong way
No,
to
sir.
term. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So Sharan, so it's not about reducing quality or quantity. See, it is about they have introduced a new variant. Okay, we use the term they have introduced a new variant. Okay, so like Dairy Milk, Cadbury, Schweppes India has introduced Perk. So same way Ferrero Rocher India has introduced a new chocolate by name Moments.
So no, it's but same only. No, sir, it's Ferrero Rocher Moments.
We call it variants. That is what I said. Pulsar,
Okay.
okay, Pulsar 135, Pulsar 150, Pulsar 180. It is a Pulsar only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that way it's a new variant. Okay. We call it as a variant. So but they have named it different also. Rocher, Ferrero, moments. So these ingredients and the type of chocolate will slightly different. It will not be exactly similar to the premium chocolate of Rocher Ferrero. See, the strategy behind this is, as Ashutosh also mentioned, to increase demand during festive season. Not only during festive season, but the time of launch is festive season. But this product will remain in the market, and in the long run also it will increase demand for the company. See,
Sir,
heat is
but
a
how it will reduce, no, increase the demand for this one, sir, company?
see, this strategy is segmentation and targeting strategy, which we have learnt in semester 1 marketing management. Okay, so all these years, Ferrero Rocher, okay, was only targeting premium segment of the chocolate market. Okay, and the premium chocolate market in India is very small. Okay, as you know. Okay, and the major market is of middle class households. So if you want the middle class households to buy their chocolate, okay, or middle class customers to buy their chocolate, okay, they cannot buy it at 360 rupees. So the price has to be low, and to the extent possible they also conduct a evaluation, cost components, competition, customer, how much they are willing to pay, okay, for such a product. After all that, they have introduced this Ferrero Rocher Moments, okay, priced almost half of the Ferrero Rocher premium chocolates. So they are targeting a new segment now. Ferrero Rocher premium priced at 360 rupees, the target market will be different. We can in simple terms we can understand that rich customers. And Ferrero Rocher Moments, we can say, okay, upper middle class customers or middle income customers. So the target market is different. Okay, and why festive season again? The launch time. See, during festive season in India, okay, so we have a practice of buying sweets made by the local sweet marts, okay, and we go to guests, we go to our friends and relatives home and give away sweets. This is also shown in movies, TV series, okay, and also practiced as well. And to capitalize on this opportunity and change the customer preferences, Cadbury India, quite over a decade they have been trying and showing TV commercials where on such festive occasions, okay, or the celebrative occasions, they show people sharing Cadbury Dairy Milk. These ads have become old, in fact, more than a decade old. So Cadbury tried it. So same way, even during the festive season, the company may be expecting that, like how customers purchase sweets and give to their guests, friends, relatives. So similarly, they may buy Ferrero Rocher Moments and give to friends, relatives, and guests. The way Cadbury India was, okay, trying to change the consumer habits. So that is quite possible. So whether they will be successful or not, that is secondary. Okay, but what is the strategy behind this introduction of okay, Ferrero Rocher Moments? Okay, is important. So it's segmentation targeting strategy. So with the new product, okay, the company is targeting a new price sensitive market segment. Simple. Okay, Sharon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and see one more thing. So the students, see now in most of the classes, though I don't remember, but sometimes some other students may also speak. Okay, but most of the times it is Sharan and Ashutosh speak. Okay, so I appreciate. So you both please continue to share news and discuss. You don't stop. But you also consider that
Yes.
these are the first two students to get the offer letters in your class. So I kept telling you since semester 1, if you cannot open your mouth and speak in the class, it will be extremely difficult for you to open your mouth and speak during the selection process, group discussion and personal interview. So among us, so teachers are like friends here, okay, your classmates are your friends, okay, so you should not hesitate to bring the news and at least read it. Discussion you leave it to the class. And nobody understands, as a teacher I will explain, that is not a problem. But among 30-35 students, okay, 41 students sometimes, only 2 students speaking, no, it is not justified. So does it mean that only Ashutosh and Sharon want jobs, other students do not want jobs? Yeah, can anyone speak Other than Ashutosh and Sharan? Yes, Sudha, you don't want a job? Can you hear me, Sudha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't want a job.
Yes, sir. I want, sir.
But if you do not speak, how will you get a job?
Will speak, sir.
And see, you talk to any student who is selected, okay? So they will speak about some questions that are from corporate world, which you can only learn by way of reading newspapers, magazines, and browsing internet of credible sources only. Okay, not any source. So you have to read the news in the class, let the others discuss, or you can also analyze the news. That is excellent. You should reach the stage where you should be able to explain what it is. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let me see in the next class. I hope a more number of students will bring news. Okay, and we'll discuss more rather than me explaining the slides and giving examples, illustrations. Okay, yeah. So good discussion it was. Thank you, Ashutosh and Sharan. So now let me take attendance. It's 10:46.
One more
Yes.
news is there. We'll discuss after this attendance.
Again, yes. So Aditya is absent.
Absent, sir.
Yeah. Then Akshata, she's there.
Present.
Present. Akshay Pujari.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Then Akshay Koradkeri. No, I cannot see him. Okay, then Ankita, present. Yeah.
Present, sir.
Yes, Anusha. Anusha is not there.
Absent, sir.
Yeah. Then Apeksha is present.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ashutosh present.
Present, sir.
Prasad,
Yes, sir.
Supriya,
Present, sir.
Divya. I think she was there. Was she there in the class? No. Gautam,
Present, sir.
Gururaj, Gururaj, no. Hanumant Rai, no. Bhimaya, yeah, Bhimaya, absent. Kalaya,
Present, sir.
Karthik, Manjur. No, I cannot see him. Manoj. No.
Yes, sir.
Manoj is present?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Meghna Kalburgi.
Present, sir.
Meghna Lokhande.
Yes, sir.
Nandan. Yeah, he is present.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Nikita.
Present, sir.
Present. Then Pradeep. Absent. Pramod. Pranjali. Yeah.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Prashant.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Prema. Absent. Rahul.
Present, sir.
Yes. Ram,
Present, sir.
Rohit,
Yes, sir.
Varsha,
Present, sir.
Samuel. Yeah, he's there. Sharan, present.
Present, sir.
Shruti,
Present, sir.
Shweta Kalkeri.
Sir.
Yeah. Shweta Kalkeri. She's there.
Sir, Manjur present, sir.
Who? Manjur present. 1 minute.
Ma-
Present. Shweta Kalkeri is absent. Snehal,
Present, sir.
Sudarshan, absent. Sudha is present. Suman,
Yes, sir.
yeah, Suman
Yes, sir.
is present. Yes. Vishal, absent. Okay.
Sir, Akshay, present, sir.
Akshay Koradkeri.
Akshay, yes, sir.
1 minute. Yeah, present.
Anusha, sir.
Anusha, 1 minute. Yeah, both are present. Okay. Okay, and see one more thing. Next class onwards, in schools it is made compulsory. Okay, like I can see your names as well as photographs also. Okay, see in a bank passbook, whose photo will you display? You will paste your photo, right? In college identity card, whose photo will you paste? Your photo. So same way, this mobile phone number is yours, email ID is yours. It is individual. So okay, it is a etiquette in corporate, okay, that you should display your photo, okay, preferably a decent one. Okay, so many students have space, sky, okay, a k, so m, so please display a photo of yours as well as your proper name should appear in email as well as on your WhatsApp numbers. Okay, so it will be easy for us to take attendance also, because see the moment I keep the cursor for less than 15 seconds, the names disappear. So only thing I can see is photo. See now, the names are disappeared. Okay, so yes, Ashutosh, you had a point to share.
Yes, sir. Actually, it's into retail sector,
Yeah.
but I exactly didn't get. I'll just read it out.
Okay, you read it out loudly.
So yes, sir. It is shown that retail spending goes up to 12% in the month of September,
Okay.
which is driven by a strong revival in rural.
Which is
I didn't get this article, sir.
by?
Sir, which is driven by strong revival in rural India.
Okay, so you have not understood, you said.
Yes, sir.
See, the 12% increase in it is consumer expenditure on discretionary goods and services. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Across the categories, apparels, footwear, okay, watches, consumer electronics,
Yeah.
you name it. Okay.
Yes,
Across the
yes, yes.
categories, it is overall consumer expenditure. Consumer spend has increased by 12%. I don't know whether compared to previous month, okay, of August. Okay, I
Yes,
think
sir.
it is
From
related
August
Yes, sir.
compared to
till
August,
September.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so driven by, there was some word.
So driven by strong revival in rural India.
Strong revival in rural India. Okay, see, all over India this year the rain has been just above normal. Okay, so it means, which is a good sign. See, 70% or two-third of the Indian population lives in rural, and two-third of the Indians are employed in agriculture. Still now it is the same status. Okay, so if there are, and there is one more saying in India which I have been hearing since my childhood. Agriculture in India is gambling in the monsoons. If you have heard it, agriculture in India is gambling in the monsoons. Means most of the
Yes, sir.
cultivated land in India is not irrigated. Most of the agriculture land in India is not irrigated, in non-irrigated area. Irrigated area means where the water is made available to the fields by way of channels or canals, and piped water also is possible. So the most of the Indian farmers depend on monsoon for a good rain. It should be neither less nor more. Okay, so though we hear that the rain has been excess in Dharwad and some other areas, okay, and there has been some crop loss, flood situation has not yet arisen. But see, this news when we read, we should not generalize it for entire India. That all over India there is excess rain, all over India crops have failed, all over India there are floods. No, it is not like that. Overall, the rains have been good. Okay, so that is the reason why. Okay, the first crop. Okay, so I think it is called kharif. Okay, so this harvesting will be very good. So that is the reason why farmers will get more money into their hands when they sell the crop. So that is what is called driven by rural. Okay,
India.
rural India means, see, these farmers, agriculture families have started spending on discretionary goods and services. Okay, so we cannot keep rural India aside when we learn marketing. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, Ashutosh?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good. So everyone, thank you. So today there was more discussion. So next class onwards in both the subjects, I expect more students to bring in variety of news and let us have a discussion. So today I will end the session. So everyone, good day, and see you again at 3:30 HR students.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Good day, everyone.